brought to you by Steinlager Pure.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Official stop. +1, +2, +3, +4, +5, +10.
Okay, former Olympian, now freediver Moss Trubridge with us. Moss,
New Zealand.
obviously filling the lungs to max at the top there.
Yeah, so Will's fully breathed up there, and then he's doing a technique called lung packing to kind of overpack his lungs so he's got more oxygen.
And so at this point of the dive, he's just doing the kind of frog motion, but at a certain point, he's just going to go like a pin.
Yeah, so what happens is he becomes neutrally buoyant around 15 metres, so he's going to take around 7.5 strokes. You can see he's just finishing there. He's now gone into his free fall. So he's now negatively buoyant, and he'll be basically just trying to shut his body down and try to be as relaxed as possible so he's not burning and using any oxygen at all.
So pretty much stopped there. Now, does he just float down?
Yeah,
by
as you can see now, he's weighted. He's got a very 400-gram neck weight on there, so that he falls head first. And as I said, he's just going to be shutting his mind down, just trying to be as relaxed as possible.
And of course, the further he goes down, the darker it gets. Is that quite an isolating experience, or is it meditative?
Well, I imagine he'll have his eyes closed, so he kind of won't be that aware of it. You kind of, in Dean's Blue Hole, you lose the light around the 40-metre mark. But there will be lights on the bottom plate. When he gets to the bottom, he has to grab a Velcro tag there, and there will be lights on there. But he's practiced this many times, so it should almost be natural. He just kind of reaches out, grabs that tag, and then he'll tag.
Does he know in his mind how far down he's going? How long it should take?
He'll be wearing a watch, dive computer, and that'll beep at him when he gets closer to the plate to give him warning that he can therefore grab the rope to be able to turn him round at the bottom.
So we just heard there he's past the 70-metre mark. He must be closing in on 80. What's the pressure like at that point?
Yeah, a huge amount of pressure here. So, as you get deeper, every 10 metres the pressure doubles. It's coming down to the bottom plate now.
Let's have a listen in.
Touchdown. Turn.
So
now he obviously has to make his way back up.
Yeah, so
this is just as hard, obviously, or harder.
Well, the getting down is actually the easy part. Yep. Coming up is where the work really starts. So as you can see, he's got his tag there. He would have grabbed a Velcro tag from the bottom, stuck it to his suit, and now the work kicks in.
Does he have to be quite careful about his form in the way that he's pushing towards the surface?
It is really key at that depth because of the pressures. Any really extreme movements can affect his health, basically give him barotraumas, which means you could be doing internal damage to your lungs if you're not careful.
How difficult is it on the way back up? You're on the home stretch. Is it to kind of not get ahead of yourself?
Again, it's a key there not to try too hard and burn the oxygen, but at the same time not be down for too long because your oxygen is running out.
So the other divers have gone down or going down?
Yeah, the safety divers were leaving the surface there.
William's parents are still with us, David and Linda. David, what's going through your mind at the moment?
It's just come on, Billy, keep going. You're going to make it.
Linda?
I'm just feeling for him. I'm trying to be with him.
Let's have a listen in to hopefully what is going to be the new world record.
So the key when he gets to the surface is going to be a surface protocol, and that'll be what determines whether or not he makes the record or not. So he has to start that within 15 seconds, and has to be very clear. He's going to have to take his nose clip off, then make an OK symbol, and then say, "I'm OK."
Here we go.
Safety diver's in very close, watching his face.
It'll be key for watching and make sure he's not in trouble and is going to have some sort of blackout there.
30 meters. $20.
4 minutes.
It seems so slow.
It has to be, because it's important to slow down and not come up too quick.
Hook! William, hook! Breathe, William, hook!
That's
Hook,
shift.
William! Hook! Signal! Say it!
Okay.
Keep breathing, keep breathing, keep breathing.
It's looking good.
Has he done it? That's it?
Yes!
So we're going to wait for the judges to give him a white card and then we'll know.
Keep breathing.
It's looking good though. So the two judges there in the yellow hats, they'll hold up a white card.
There you go.
Yeah.
He's done.
Billy.
It's awesome.
Bless you, you've been there looking after him in the past.
Wow.
I feel
He made it look
I feel
easy.
like giving you a great big hug.
He made that look easy. It's not easy. Moss, I mean, that looked so calm and collected.
Yeah, it's incredible. It's
He's so
I know,
happy.
he's so happy. He's been wanting to do that, obviously for a long time when he missed out 18 months ago. So it's been a huge amount of pressure that he's felt to have to do it for the New Zealand public.